Is This Tomorrow? America Under Communism was published by the Catechetical Guild Educational Society out of St. Paul, Minnesota in 1947. Is This Tomorrow is published for one purpose, to make you think, to make you more alert to the menace of communism. Today, there are approximately 85,000 official members of the Communist Party in the United States. There are hundreds of additional members whose names are not carried on the party rolls because acting as disciplined fifth columnists of the Kremlin, they have wormed their way into key positions in government offices, trade unions, and other positions of public trust. Communists themselves claim that for every officed party member, there are 10 others ready, willing, and able to do the party's bidding. These people are working every day and night, laying the groundwork to overthrow your government. The average American is prone to say, "It can't happen here." Millions of people in other countries used to say the same thing. Today they are dead or living in communist slavery. It must not happen here. It wasn't long after the end of the Second World War that the communist forces in America seized their chance. The story is sad, the end tragic, but this is the way it began. Spring came early that year, but it was hot and dry.
Hottest weather I've seen in years. No rain all spring. It'll be a bad year. The agricultural department says we may get the greatest drought in the nation's history. With hard work, we should manage to save some of our crops. Yeah, but it's not going to be enough. What's that? Grasshoppers.
Dust storms swept the Southwest.
Extra, extra, read all about it. U.S. faces starvation.
Communist leaders met in New York.
Jones, you're our #1 man in America. The Kremlin feels the time is ripe. Let's have your report on how we can best gain control of the United States. This country will be communist within a year. Our plan has 2 simple steps. First, we must touch off a real crisis in this country so we have an excuse to seize power. And then, to take advantage of this drought, we must grab what food is left. Brown, as our head of propaganda, what have you done to carry out our plan?
By far, our most successful approach has been the front setup. As you know, a few of our boys start a front to oppose fascism or intolerance, or something else that is unpopular. They get a few big names to back them.
Good afternoon, Senator.
Naturally, you would like to be associated with our league to oppose intolerance. Of course, but I'm so busy.
But, Senator, you won't have to worry about this work taking your time. We handle all the work. All we want is your endorsement of our project.
Well, in that case, after we get those names, we are ready to go. We get prominent left-wing speakers and give ourselves plenty of publicity. Naturally, we plug the party line from start to finish, and the people never look behind the front. Pretty soon, they're supporting us.
The Speaker of the House of Representatives fell for our line so hard that he is ready for anything now.
But getting people to think our way would have been impossible without press and radio. We've been training writers and editors for years to follow the party line. They'll be easy to take complete control of radio and publishing once we get in. We have done an exceptional job of making different classes and religions hate each other. First, our boys joined various clubs. Some of my best friends are Jews, but... And the first thing you know, I won't work with a Jew, and nobody's gonna make me. Class conflict and the breakdown of bourgeois morals have been handled very well by our people in Hollywood. People are giving up their silly ideals about sacredness of life. Go ahead, she can't live anyway. She signed for this mercy killing. And some people in Congress won't wake up until we have moved in.
Smith has charge of labor and the armed forces.
Naturally, we don't control these things yet.
but we have trained key men in every branch of the services. We've taken part in enough strikes to know that our strategically placed leaders can paralyze certain industries anytime you give the word. Get those cops! Well done. Moscow will approve. We begin tomorrow.
Coded orders went to key men in every city to put prearranged plans into effect.
My ship union strike tomorrow at midnight.
You know, I still can't figure out what those guys are striking for.
Other industries soon followed suit.
Extra, extra! Wildcat rail strike starts! We can use the strikes to bring on the crisis we planned. But never make the mistake of thinking that American labor is communist. We are able to trick labor into letting communists control some unions. For instance, we drag out meetings until all but the party members go home.
And again, I repeat again, that wages... I have to go. My wife will never believe that I was at a union meeting until 1 a.m.
Then we elect our own officers and pass the measures we want. And now I move that we go on record in favor of all of Soviet Russia's policies in Europe. You both know the party plan for the United States. Get to your jobs.
Those farmers are at fault for the food shortage. They're holding out for more money.
Communists played workers and farmers against each other.
If strikers get what they want, farmers will be ruined. Fight strikers.
Labor against capital.
Capitalism is to blame.
Down with the capitalists! Oh, what's that noise?
String him up! Capitalists!
Lynching became common. Thank you for watching this first installment of Is This Tomorrow? We'll be back again in a few days or so with the next installment. But in the meantime, please check out my Facebook page, which is linked down below, and please pray for the church.